I saw a recent post about Ocho Rios and a few other locations on the island of Jamaica and other Caribbean islands that are being bought up. Is this true? And when outside companies or individuals are buying the land or these famous tourist destinations, they're not allowing locals to visit the location, or they're charging locals? Is this really happening? A thought comes to mind. What if all of the wealthy Caribbean artists or those who are entrepreneurs in different fields who have made a really good name for themselves, what if they purchase the land near the beaches or purchase a lot of these tourist destinations that are for sale? Is it possible that they can buy it and maybe have a rule in place that people who actually live on the island can enjoy it free of charge? Is that a wild thought? Just curious, what are your thoughts about this?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Training Pulse Worldwide. I hope you're all doing well, and if you're new here, I bring you the latest stories that matter, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. So today we are diving into a pressing issue in Jamaica, the growing struggle of locals being denied access to their own beaches. Now let's explore what's happening.
You know who can't access Jamaica's white sand beaches? Jamaicans.
Jamaicans have nowhere for themselves. We are living in between waters, and we have no access to a beach. We personally have no access to another beach. So we had no choice than to go where they push us. Me been occupying that beach for 70 years. Those beaches was like our playground. I earn more money if I was fishing here. But what happened, I had to be going and coming to and from St. Lawrence Bay to here to make $1. It's a far, tall journey to do from here at 70 years of age. They are pushing us back. This colonial system is coming right back at us.
So we're looking here at jet skis, which have been parked, so to speak. Some of them are broken. Some of them have damaged engines. They would sell rides to tourists or sell rides to locals. Jet skis put food on the table. The thing that the government will tell you, and these hotels, that they create jobs. They create jobs, but what kind of jobs? So you're actually working in a hotel, which you will never ever be able to afford. But you have all your independent people that did their own independent work and created their jobs that have lost those jobs. Yeah. The people that sell t-shirts, they're the fisher folk. Beach closing basically canceled all those jobs.
Imagine living on this beautiful island, but being unable to enjoy its beaches because they're reserved for tourists. Now, this is the reality for many Jamaicans today. But how did they get here? Well, the root of this issue traced back to the Beach Control Act of 1956, a colonial era law that granted the government ownership of the foreshores, which is the area between the highs and the low tide marks. While this act was meant to regulate beach use, it didn't guarantee public access, now leading to ambiguities that have been exploited over time.
They take our ancestors from Africa and in campus around here. They give us Jamaican nationality. But yes, they're not giving us piecemeal. Because they want to tell us that we can't go over here. And up here, they are here to repeal a draconian law passed during the colonial era that says that we, as Jamaicans, don't have any rights, access, or God-given beach or environment. And we have a slogan in Jamaica, one love. But where is the one love for the Jamaicans? By our government.
Jamaican came into emancipation landless and homeless. And that problem have not changed in Jamaica. We want the decolonization of this land. And all these colonial era laws must go. They no longer represent the ideals of the descendants of enslaved Africans. The moneyed class buy all the properties along the coastline. They're allowed to fence their property. Now we're in a crisis situation. It's what? Easily 35, 40 degrees today. My community that lives across from the road, less than 0.3 miles, cannot go to the beach. Tourists is monopolized. Comes off a plane, get into a bus, get onto a resort, never leave the resort. So money that would have spent in communities, no longer. It stays into multinational corporation that then leaves Jamaica.
These sentiments are echoed across the island, and a recent study revealed that less than 1% of Jamaicans' coastline is freely accessible to the public. The rest is controlled by private entities, primary resorts and hotels catering to tourists. While the tourist industry argues that their investment boosts the economy and creates jobs. However, this development often comes at a cost to local communities. And you find that beaches that were once communal spaces are now exclusive, with access restricted or subject to hefty fees that many locals can't afford.
So it's Sunday, it's 4:59 p.m. and I want to go to the beach. However, the beach closes at 5 o'clock p.m. because the beach is owned by the government. The only way that a local can have access to the beach is if they live in an apartment complex or condominium or housing projects or neighborhood or privately owned residence that allows them to have access to the beach. However, me as a foreigner, as an expat, I am here and I am looking at prices of these units, of these houses, of these apartments, of these villas. And as an American, these prices are on the higher end. The average citizen does not make enough money to afford these units on the lowest end. Who are these beachfront properties for? And why is it specifically designed for you to keep out locals? I need answers, because I'm confused. Because I'm here traveling and the beach is closed.
So last month I went down to Jamaica, and I went down there to check on the second property that I'm in the process of purchasing. And while I was down in Jamaica, I had noticed that there were a lot of Indian and Chinese people purchasing property as well. Now, my very first property that I purchased is in Montego Bay, a small community called Westgate Hills. Now, I was considering selling that property, but my property manager told me to just rent it out, do a corporate rental, and keep it as an asset. So that's what I did. So when I posted a video saying that the Chinese and the Indian people were purchasing property out there, some people got upset about it. Now, there are a lot of foreign investors in Jamaica right now, especially when it comes to the resorts. Now, you have a lot of these resorts buying up a lot of the beachfront property out there. See, the problem is when these resorts purchase all this beachfront property, they limit and or restrict access to that beachfront from the Jamaican people, which cuts off their natural resources.
In response to activist protestings, organizations like the Jamaica Beach Birthright Environmental Movement have emerged, advocating for the public's right to beach access. And they are challenging the status quo, taking legal action to reclaim spaces like the Blue Lagoon in Portland and Bob Marley's Beach in St. Thomas. In an interview, Dr. Devon Taylor, president of Jamaica Beach Birthright Environmental Movement, said, I quote, "Our beaches are not just for tourists, they are for every Jamaican, and we are fighting to ensure that our people can enjoy the natural beauty of our islands without barriers." In addition, the government has acknowledged this concern and is working on a beach access and management policy, in which this initiative aims to identify and reopen access points, ensuring that beaches are available for public use while balancing environmental and economic considerations. And as you know, Jamaican's beaches are more than just tourist attractions. They are integral to the island's identity and the daily lives of its people. Ensuring equitable access is not just about leisure, it's about preserving culture, promoting social equity, and honoring the rights of every Jamaican. Anyway, that is what I had to say. What are your thoughts on this issue? Let's talk about it in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful stories from around the world. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.